Hello and welcome to my review for Scream 7. So, I'll start with the spoiler-free version. I saw it on release night, Friday the 27th or whatever, and yeah, went with my wife to go see it. We are huge Scream fans. I love it. It's my favorite slasher franchise. It's a franchise of movie or a movie franchise that I personally feel like has never had a miss. Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 have all been enjoyable movies. Whether or not you want to say, which ones are better than the other, they're all solid movies. They're good movies. They have good plot, good structure. They're fun. They're enjoyable. The first Scream changed literal horror movies as a genre. And Scream 7 is the first miss. It's bad. This movie is bad. The thing I take pride in personally about myself is that if I like something or if I dislike something, I can usually give you a good explanation as to why or my thought process or what I did or did not like. And this movie, I cannot tell you why I hated this movie. I hated it, dude. And I really tried not to because I spent money to go see it. I wanted this movie to be good so bad. You guys don't understand. I wanted this movie to be so fucking good because Scream is one of those franchises that I think doesn't ever get old. Even when you rewatch them and you know who the killer is, which is one of probably, you could make an argument, but I would say that the killer reveal in Scream is the biggest part of these movies. And it's the reason why you watch it, right? You watch it for the gore, the kills. You watch it to watch Sydney and her friends and people who are around Sydney do cool things. But then at the end, you want to see the motivation of the killer and who the killer is. And this movie just misses, man. This movie just misses on all aspects, dude. And I can't tell you why. I was watching it in the theater and I'm like, I look over at my wife and I'm like, I feel like I'm not vibing with it. I'm not liking it. I'm not enjoying it, but I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the dialogue. I don't know if it's the acting. I don't know if it's the plot. I think I boiled it down to it's the plot. The acting in this movie, like Neve Campbell as Sidney Prescott, is always good. Courtney Cox, Gale Weathers is still very good. I don't know their names in real life, so I'm sorry, but like Chad and Mindy from the Core 4 from Scream 5 and Scream 6, they're good. But this story, this movie's story is just fucking ass, man. But anyway, I look over my wife and I'm like, how do you feel about it? Because I'm like, maybe I'm being too hard, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm missing something. And she turns to me and goes, this is the worst one. We were like 20 minutes and she said this is already going to be the worst one. And she's not wrong. This movie is not good. It's just not good. So spoiler version or spoiler free version, don't go see this movie. I don't really want to get into the controversy about them firing Sam from the Scream 5 and 6. It's fucked up that they fired her for speaking her mind and speaking things that she thinks is right. But I'm not going to speak on it because, yes, it's wrong and it's fucked up. But if she was in the movie, I was going to go see it. And if she wasn't, I was going to go see it. I'm sorry. I'm a huge fan of these movies and I wanted to see it. And I like reviewing things and it's fun for me to review movies that I already feel like I'm going to like and whatever, which I didn't like this one, but you know, whatever. I don't want to speak on that because it's terrible. It's fucked up. And this movie probably suffered because of it. And you know, I'm not a big like box office kind of guy, but we were just looking into the numbers because I said that this movie is going to make its money back. I said, as much as this movie was terrible, so many people were so excited. And as a matter of fact, I have never, the movie theater that we go to, I have never seen this bit. It was packed. The popcorn line was from the door. That's how many people were in here. Every single seat in the movie theater was taken. And maybe if you live somewhere that's a little more populated than where I live, or maybe, you have a better, super nice movie theater. But I'm saying all this to say that I have, for any movie, Predator, Badlands, Avatar, Fire and Ash, any movie that I have seen in movie theaters in the past 3 years, have never been fully sold out. Not one. Not a single one. And so this movie is bad, but it makes all its money back. And it probably actually makes more, maybe double, what they spent on it. Which is so tragic because the company wins. The company won. Even with this dog shit slop of a movie, the company won. But I'm going to just do... I'm going to jump into spoiler stuff. You shouldn't want to see this movie. Don't go see this movie. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. I really, a lot of the movies that I have reviewed on this channel or TV shows, I might not love them. They might not be my favorite things, but for the most part, I rate them pretty well. I usually don't cover things I don't like, because if I'm watching something and I don't like it, I don't finish it. And this movie, because I paid for fucking tickets, I finished it. And I hate it. This movie is bad. So I don't, like I said, I usually don't cover things I don't like. This is going to be one of the first, and it's so tragic to me that it has to be Scream fucking 7, my favorite franchise, at least horror movie franchise. But yeah, so spoiler time. This movie sucks. It fucking sucks. The killer reveal is fucking terrible. They ran out of people to connect to Sidney. That is what happened. It's a Joe fucking Schmo, and it's a Sam fucking Schmancy. I don't know. These two fucking characters and the explanation for why they did it, it's kind of already like Scream 4. Okay, so spoilers for Scream 4, but in that, I can't remember her name, but I think her name is Jill, or Jane, or Jill, or whatever, from Scream 4. She's basically Sidney's niece, and because Sidney is super popular and everybody knows Sidney's name, she kind of wants that recognition. She wants that fame, the eye on her, and that's why she does all the things she does in that movie, kills all the people, recreates the stabbings, yada, 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 right? This movie, the killers, whose names I don't remember and I don't care, she wants to make Sidney 2.0. She wants to turn Sidney's daughter into what Sidney was and basically keep the legacy going. Of course, it doesn't work out because all of the killers in Scream die at the end. But like, it just didn't make any sense. It just felt like Scream 4 with extra steps, but with people with less nuance of the killer being related to. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. One of the killers, which they kill early on, is a mental ward psychiatric patient who gets out. And then they go to the psychiatric ward or wherever, the mental asylum, which I don't care, whatever. And the nurse that protects all of it, or watches over the nurse, the fucking whatever, he's so clearly in on it, because you knew that, like, you find out early on that Stu Macher's not actually in the movie, it's AI. So then when you're like, okay, it's AI, what, like, is it whatever, is it actually Stu, whatever, you're like, no, it's not fucking Stu. So then you're like, okay, the nurse guy who's like, oh yeah, John Doe and this guy were super close, and they say that John Doe got out last week. You're like, okay, so it's you're a part of it, you're in on the shit, you're a part of it. And then the Nancy Schmancy lady, she wants to recreate Sidney because she's like a super fan, and she moved around. She moved to where Sidney was, and then she kills her own son because he's too much like his dad. Dude, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Oh my god, it's so bad. Like, and my favorite part personally, and again, it's decisive. Scream is decisive. There's some people who don't like Scream 6. I enjoy Scream 6. I like the new setting. I like the new characters. I like the core 4. I like the killer reveal. I enjoy Scream 6 a lot. And so when we got home from watching this dog shit movie, we put on Scream 6, and there's a scene where they do like the interrogation, or the not interrogations, that's kind of extreme, but the figuring out who all the suspects are. And in Scream 6, when they do that scene, all of the killers are actually there. So it's like, who actually is it, right? Because they're there. Then Scream 7, Mindy and Chad come back, who are my favorite parts of the core 4. Personally, I like Chad a lot. I enjoy his acting. I like his actor. He was in Hard Eyes, and he was good in Hard Eyes, and he was good in Scream 5, and he's good in Scream 6, and he is once again good in Scream 7 if he was in the movie. He's based Gale Weathers and Mindy and Chad are hardly in the movie. They're there. Chad and Mindy are there to get all of the young kid suspects in the same place. And it's none of the kids, which is why I brought up Scream 6, where both the killers in Scream 6 are in that lineup, where in this one, it's none of the kids that are there. This movie's bad. I don't even want to talk about this movie anymore. I'm not going to lie. Sydney's kid, Tatum, is like kind of you don't care about her friends, you don't really get to know much about them or care about them. This movie's bad, dude. I'm just gonna end the review here. I don't even really want to talk about this movie anymore, but if you watched it, I'm sorry. If you liked it, you're lying. And if you watched it and you didn't like it, tell me what did it for you that you didn't like. I will try to put some positives up at the end, because I don't want to be entirely negative the entire time. There are none. No, I'm just kidding. Sydney's acting is great. I love Sydney Prescott. She's one of my favorite final girls. And I was really scared that they were actually going to kill her. Oh, I will say this movie has some cool shots. In the opening scene, they're in the dark. You see like Ghostface in the background, and my wife we both looked at each other like, oh shit, did you see that? Like, okay. And then there's a scene in the garage with the dad, with Sydney's husband and Tatum's dad, where it's all plastic wrapped, because I guess they're working on it, and working on the garage, and it's all plastic wrapped, and like Ghostface, like his face pops up behind one of the plastic wrap and then like disappears when the guy looks. There's some cool shots. They reused a lot of the same music. They basically tried to remake Scream 1, but just worse in kind of like every fucking way. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this movie, man. This really actually, like, this movie hurts my feelings, actually, because, I like Halloween. I like that franchise. I really like Jamie Lee Curtis. I love Laurie Strode. Like, I love her character, especially in Halloween 2018. But Halloween, it has some stinkers. It has some misses, if you will. And Scream is a franchise that I take pride in saying has none, except this one. And it's not only did it miss, it's not like, oh, that just wasn't that great. It's like, this is bad. Like, this is horrendous bad. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day.